For years, the truth stayed hidden. The victims, forgotten. The cases left cold, until science revealed what time could not. This is Decades in the Dark, where cold cases are brought back to light. August 23, 1972. Bothell, Washington. Jody Loomis was just 20 years old. That day, she left her home on her bicycle, heading toward a nearby stable to visit her horse. She never made it. Later that afternoon, a couple driving along a wooded road found Jody on the ground, barely alive, a gunshot wound to the head. They rushed her to the hospital, but it was too late. She died before she could say a word. The case stunned the quiet suburban community. Investigators searched the area, interviewed witnesses, and followed every lead. But nothing stuck. No witnesses, no murder weapon, no suspects. Jody's case went cold. More than 4 decades later, in 2018, hope resurfaced. Not from a confession or a new tip, but from a scientific revolution. DNA had been collected from Jody's clothing back in 1972, uploaded to GED Match, and it matched a distant relative. One name stood out: Terrence Miller, a man in his 70s, a former mechanic who had lived near the area for years. Detectives began surveillance. They followed Miller to a local coffee shop and waited until he tossed out his cup. From that discarded item, they collected a fresh DNA sample. The result? A match. The DNA on the cup was identical to the semen found on Jody's clothing in 1972. The odds of it belonging to anyone else? 1 in a quadrillion. Investigators believe Jody had been sexually assaulted before she was murdered. Though Miller never confessed, they concluded that the assault was likely the motive behind the attack. Miller was arrested in 2019 and charged with murder. But before the jury could reach a verdict, Terrence Miller died by suicide. Nearly 50 years after her murder, Jody Loomis's case was finally closed. Thanks to science, thanks to DNA, thanks to a new way of tracing the past. If you found this case powerful, subscribe for more stories like this, where science breaks the silence and justice never expires. This is Decades in the Dark, and we're just getting started.